Welcome everyone to our Australia Day concert, our 26th Zoom concert, and it's beautiful to have you here. Tonight we're going to get kicked off with from John Stevenson, and John's going to explain to us just exactly what he's about, but he's going to be telling us that he's still calling Australia home.
Now, when we came here quite a few years ago, there were people already living here. And in a little dedication to those people, I'm going to sing a Wiradjuri lullaby. Gandaralanu Nanajata Yaramarka Yakamara, Yakamara, Nanajinata, Yakamara. That's translated to Mother Earth, your soul and my soul are eternally linked. I love you, I love you. Your soul and mine are one. Yandara Alanu Nanajirata Yakamara Yakamara, Yakamara, Nanajinata, Yakamara. Mother Earth, your soul and mine are eternally linked. I honor you, I love you. Your soul and mine are one. Thank you. Thank you very much. I've been to cities that never closed down. From New York to Rio and old London town. But no matter how far or how wide I roam, I still call Australia home. I'm always traveling, I love being free, and so I keep leaving the sun and the sea. But my heart lies waiting over the phone. I still call Australia home. All the sons and daughters swinging round the world, away from their family and friends. But as the world gets older and colder, it's good to know where your journey ends. And someday we'll all be together once more, when all the ships come back to the shore. I realize something I've always known. I still call Australia, I still call Australia, I still call Australia home. I was going to go up there, Mick, but I wasn't going.
Good on you, John. Thanks for that. And a good start for it too. Thank you. Well, Eddie's our next singer tonight, and he's going to sing for us a really old Australian song. I believe it's called something like Die Ota Reinildenhut. The Old Bark Hut. Thanks, Addie. Pardon my...
Thank you. Yeah, the Old Bark Hut. Where do you go?
Ready to go.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, my name is Bob the Swagman, and I'll have you understand. I've seen lots of ups and downs when travelling through the land. I once was well to do my lesson, now I'm so hard up. I'm forced to go on rations in the Old Bark Hut, in an Old Bark Hut, in an Old Bark Hut. I'm forced to go on rations in the Old Bark Hut. The bucket I wash my feet in to cook my day in stew. They'd say I was getting mighty flesh if I should ask for two. The table's just a sheet of bark, God knows when it was cut. It was blown from the rafters of the Old Bark Hut, in an Old Bark Hut, in an Old Bark Hut. It was blown from the rafters of the Old Bark Hut. Besides the fire lay me down, wrapped up in 2 old rugs. You couldn't call it comfort, it seems to lure the bugs. And all I've got for company is the poor old collie slut. So I used her for a pillow, the Old Bark Hut, in an Old Bark Hut, in an Old Bark Hut. I used her for a pillow in the Old Bark Hut. So now I've sung my little song as nicely as I could. I hope the ladies present will think my language rude. And all your handsome girls and boys who hold me caught up, remember Bob the Swagman, the Old Bark Hut, in an Old Bark Hut, in an Old Bark Hut. Remember Bob the Swagman in the Old Bark Hut, in an Old Bark Hut, in an Old Bark Hut. Remember Bob the Swagman in the Old Bark Hut. Thank you.
Well done, Eddie. Thank you. I looked that up in German and thought that might be a good way to introduce Eddie tonight. That was great, Eddie. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to our next artist. It's Lynn, and she's going to sing for us Eric Bogle's song Shelter. Thank you, Lynn.
Okay. You can almost touch the ocean, shimmering in the distant haze, as you stand there on the mountain, on this loveliest day of days. Round half the world we drifted, with no wild old sunshine, but now your view has shifted, and you think you just come home. And you're drowning in the sunshine as it pours down from the sky. And there's something stirring in your heart, bright colors fill your eyes as you lead to the far horizon. Your beauty does unfold, and oh, you look so lovely, dressed in green and gold. To the homeless and the hungry, may we always open doors. May the restless and the weary find safe harbor on our shores. May she always be our dream-time place, our spirits' glad release. May she always be our shelter. May we always live in peace. May we always live in peace.
That's a really beautiful song. Thanks again, Lynn, for that. It's good. People are applauding everywhere. That's great. Here we go. Strumming Brightly. All the songs are in G. G'day, g'day. How you going? What do you know? Well, strike a light. G'day, g'day. And how you going? Say g'day, 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 and you'll be right. I love to have a beer with Duncan. I love to have a beer with Don. We drink in moderation, and we never, never, ever get rolling drunk. We drink at the town and country, where the atmosphere is great. I love to have a beer with Duncan, 'cause Duncan's me mate. The boomerang won't come back. The boomerang won't come back. I've waved the thing all over the place. Practiced till I was black in the face. I'm a big disgrace, the Aborigine race. The boomerang won't come back. There was a redback on the toilet seat when I was there last night. I didn't see him in the dark. Boy, I felt his pipe. And now I'm here in hospital, a sad and sorry plight. And I cursed the redback spider on the toilet seat last night. Click go the shears, boys, click, click, click. Why does he blow and his hand too quick? The ringer looks around and he's beaten by a blow. Curses the old bagger with a bit of Billy Joe. We are one, but we are many. And from all the lands on earth we come. We share a drink and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australian. I am, you are, we are Australian. Okay, well, those are just some of the songs that won't feature in our concert tonight. I thought might be good just to put them together. Okay, well, from the windmills and the dikes of Holland to the dizzying heights of Woonona, we have the Singing Bees with probably the longest song title I think I've ever seen. He holds the lantern while his mother chops the wood. Thank you, Mick and Pat.
Okay.
I know the best-hearted fellow, he'd even give his oldest shirt away. The neighbors all say he's a kind-hearted fellow, and here's what you'll hear them say.
He holds the lantern while his mother chops the wood.
He holds the lantern and he really does it good.
He is mighty handy and he's always standing by.
When she's to chop on one load, he'll get her a new supply. He holds it when exhausted, he's equal to the test. He lays right down beside her and he helps his mum to rest. While she's relaxing, he is busily relaxing. He holds the lantern while his mother chops the wood. I got it that time.
He holds the lantern while his mother chops the wood.
He holds the lantern and he surely does it good.
She hacks and hacks away until her back is sprained.
Does something to her so her eyes will not get strained. You'll never see him stopping to take a holiday, 'cause when it comes to chopping, every day is Mother's Day. While she's perspiring, her dear son is most inspiring. He holds the lantern while his mother chops the wood. Here I go. You'll love this bit. Oh, lady, lady, oh, lady, lady, oh, lady, lady, oh, lady,
He holds the lantern while his mother chops the wood.
while she is panting, he pants too, that's understood.
He is tender-hearted, when she chops he almost cries.
He can't stand seeing Mother work, so he just shuts his eyes. He's big and strong and healthy, and he weighs 250 net. But moving this big muscles ain't what he ain't done yet. He sure respected her, and to show he's not neglecting her, He holds the lantern while his mother chops the wood.
Ah, very good. I think folks, as well as banjos being banned from Swingaleles, I think we'll have to ban yodeling.
Why?
That was great. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, well now, you probably thought that, or been under the impression that transportation ceased some time ago. But I think after you hear this next item, you'll begin to wonder. Recently deported from Scotland, here is Uncle with his recitation. Always wear your jocks. Thanks, Uncle.
Thank you. But here we go. This is a wonderful story about a poor stockman out the back there. You can see it. Here we go. Now, the sun was hot already, and it was only 3 o'clock. 8 o'clock. The cocky took off in his ute to go and check his stock. He drove around the paddock, checking wethers, ewes and lambs, the float valves in the water troughs, the windmills on the dams. He stopped and turned the windmill on to fill the water tank. He saw a ewe down in a dam, a few yards from the bank. Typical bloody sheep, he thought. They've got no common sense. They won't go through a gateway, but they'll jump a bloody fence. The ewe was stuck down in the mud, he knew without a doubt. She'd stay there till the captain if he didn't get her out. But when he reached the water's edge, the startled ewe broke free. And in his haste to get away, it began a swimming spree. He reckoned once her fleece was wet, the weight would drag her down. If he didn't rescue it, the stupid sod would drown. Her style was unimpressive, her surveying chances slim. He saw no other option. He would have to take a swim. He peeled his shirt and singlet off, his trousers, boots and jocks. And as he couldn't stand wet clothes, he also shed his jocks. He jumped into the water and away out the cocky swam. He caught up with her somewhere near the middle of the dam. Now the ewe was quite evasive. She kept giving him the slip. He tried to grab a sodden fleece, but he couldn't get a grip. At last he got her to the bank and stopped to catch his breath. But she showed him little gratitude for saving her from death. She took off like a Bondi tram around the other side. He swore next time he got that ewe, he'd hang her bloody hide. Then round and round the dam they ran, although he felt quite puffed. He still thought he could run her down. She must be nearly stuffed. A local rep came along to play a call that day. He knew the block was on his own because his wife had gone away. He didn't really think he'd get fresh scones for morning tea, but nor was he prepared for what he was about to see. He rubbed his eyes in disbelief at what came into view. For running down the catchment came this frantic-looking ewe, and on her heels in hot pursuit, and wearing not a stitch, the farmer yelling wildly, "Come back here, you lousy bitch!" The stock rep didn't hang around. He took off in his car. The cocky's reputation has been damaged near and far. So bear in mind the work-safe rule when next you check your flocks. Spot the buzzy hazard, assess the risk, and always wear your jocks.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's the rule.
Thanks, Uncle. Oh, right. Well, now our next artist is one who always thrills us, and he's got troubles with birds tonight. And so here's Mr. Cock, and his canary's got circles under its eyes.
Yeah, that's from Captain Matchbox. You know him by the name of Mick Conway. Good old bloke. Hey, Mr. Pressman, here's the news. You can print it if you choose. just to show that times have changed a lot. Though it may sound strange to you, it is absolutely true. You can believe it or not. Since making whoopee became the rage, it even got into the old bird cage. My canary has circles under his eyes. He used to whistle the prisoner's song. Now he does snake hips all night long. My canary has circles under his eyes. His odd pals were the meadowlark, just a tiny sparrow. But I'm afraid when he's in the park, he leaves it straight and narrow. I raised this bird in a manner so strict. Now I'm certain that I've been tricked. My canary has circled under his eyes. He won't eat his birds, it is really a sin. He won't sing a thing without his cup of gin. My canary has circles under his eyes. His only pals are the meadowlark, just a tiny sparrow. But I'm afraid when he's in the park, he leaves it straight and narrow. I raised this bird in the matter so strict. Now I'm certain that I've been tricked. My canary has circled under his eyes. Since making whoopee became the rage, it began in the old bird cage. My canary has circles under his eyes. My canary has circles under his eyes. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Oh, that's terrific. Thank you, John. Thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
folks, well, because of the huge cost for putting on these Zoom concerts, we have to go to a few commercial breaks now. So I'm going to hand over to our advertising officer, who also is a whistler. But Barbara, take it away.
I thought I'd start off with Sorbent. Have I done this right? Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, since we've got toilet paper wars, I thought I'd start off with the Sorbent ad, put a couple of other ones in the middle and end up with Mortine. So if you want to get your Mortine ready for the last song, then you can zap any fly that's going past. What's the gentlest tissue in the bathroom? You get tissue. It's Sorbent, Sorbent, safest for sure. Sorbent's economical. Its sales are astronomical. Buy Sorbent at your favourite store. Now you got a whistle. That's if you can get any. We're happy little Vegemites, as bright can be. We all enjoy our Vegemite for breakfast, lunch and tea. Our mummy says we're growing stronger every single week because we love our Vegemite. We all adore our Vegemite. It puts a rose in every cheek. It puts a rose in every cheek. Now you got to polish everything. Oh, Mr. Sheen. Oh, Mr. Sheen. Today's the day to make your house all clean. From the table to the chair and for woodwork everywhere. Wax and polish as you dust with Mr. Sheen. Oh, what a sparkle. Oh, what a sheen. protects the fridge and saves your new machine. Finger marks around the door, Venetian blinds, what's more, wax and polish as you dust with Mr. Sheen. Get your Mortine ready. I'm Louis the Fly, I'm Louis the Fly, straight from rubbish tip to you, spreading disease with the greatest of ease, straight from rubbish tip to you. I'm bad and mean and mighty unclean, afraid of no one except the man with the can of Mortine. Brrr, hate that man with Mortine. One spray, Louis the Fly, apple of his old mother's eye was Louis. Poor dead Louis, Louis the Fly, a victim of Mortine. Mortine. And I think I left a little bit out, but never mind. Very good.
Very good. Thank you. Oh, all our commercial commitments are paid up now. There's one other little song that's I Like Aeroplane Jelly. That was a good one too. So I put the symbol up there on my screen, but we won't sing the song. Thank you so much, Barbara. That was great. That was great. Okay, well, one of our favourites at all our concerts is Neville, and Neville's here with a Slim Dusty song tonight. Cunnamulla Fella. Thanks, Nev.
Thanks, David. Now I'm a scrubber, runner, and a breaker too. I live on damper and a wallaby stew. I've got a big cattle dog with a staghound cross. Never has a scrubber, but we couldn't toss, 'cause I'm the fella from Cunnamulla. Yeah, I'm the Cunnamulla fella. Now once when I was droving on the cattle trails, I met a little girl, her name was Ada Vale. I said, marry me, Ada, and I'll be your fella. We can settle down in Ogathella. I'll be the fella from Ogathella. Yes, I'll be the Ogathella fella. La, 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 la. Well, she said her daddy's name was Charlie Bill. She had a lot of kitties and a lot of bills. So I grabbed my horse that was nice and handy, and I never stopped till I reached Deerham Bandy. I was the dandy from Deerham Bandy. Oh, I was the Deerham Bandy dandy. I was the dandy from Deerham Bandy. Yes, I was the Deerham Bandy dandy. Now in my moleskin trousers and my Williams boots, aboard an outlaw as he leaves the chute. In my gooseneck spurs I rake its fiery hide, and the girls are all shouting around the ringside. He's the fella from Cunnamulla. Oh, he's the Cunnamulla fella. Now I've done a little fighting in the western bars, done a lot of love beneath the moon and stars. I wear bright clothes and the shirt's full of color, and the girls all know me as that sexy fella. Girl, I'm the fella from Cunnamulla. Yes, I'm the Cunnamulla fella. Oh, I'm the fella from Cunnamulla. Oh, they call me the Cunnamulla fella.
Okay, well, our weatherman, resident weatherman here tonight is Mr. Ray Elliard, and he's going to tell us about the rain that tumbles down in July. Thanks, Ray.
Okay, mate, more Slim Dusty. Let me wander north to the homestead, way out further on there to roam. By a gully and flood, let me linger, where the summery sunshine has flown. The logs tangle up on the creek bed, and the clouds veil the old northern sky, and the cattle move back from the lowlands when the rains tumble down in July. Settlers with sad hearts are watching the rise of the stream from the dawn. Their best crops are always in flood reach. If it rises much more, they'll be gone. Cattle spring out along the fences as the breeze from the south races by, and the limbs from the old guns are fallen when the rain tumbles down in July. The old sleeping gun by the river awakens to her straying by from the flats where the fences have vanished as the storm clouds gather on high. The wheels on the wagon stop turning, and the stock horses turn out to stray, and the old station dog is a dozing on the husk in the dawn through the day. The drover goes rain by the river. It's been years since it's seen it so high, and that's just a story of homeward when the rain tumbles down in July. Yeehaw!
Thanks, Ray. I didn't mean that about banjos being banned.
That's not a banjo. That's
It's not a
round.
banjo.
That's a round ukulele.
Oh, okay. That's all right then. Okay, it's great to have John Tubridy with us tonight, folks. Thank you for coming. And John's got a song of his own that he's written, and it's called Am I True Blue? Thanks, John.
Thanks, David. Some of you might remember this song. We did it, Uncle, you might remember we did it down at Belmore Basin years and years ago. So, and I'm always surprised. I looked at when I wrote the song, 1984, a long time ago. But it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek song about Australian songs. John Williamson in particular. Goes like this. If I ate Vegemite for breakfast, I'd have an outside loo. If I keep pet koalas and emus, crocodiles and kangaroos. If I drive a Holden Kingswood when I'm shooting through, would you reckon that I'm dinkum? Would you say I'm one of you? Am I true blue? Real fair dinkum, Richie Ditch, dinky die. Am I true blue? Real fair dinkum, Richie Ditch, dinky die. If I humped a swag for miles on end, a slouch hat on my head, if I knew every single bloody word Banjo Patterson ever said, if I sang country and western songs till my throat was hoarse, if Slim Dusty was my hero, and John Williamson, of course, am I true blue? Real fair dinkum, Richie Ditch, dinky die. Am I true blue? Real fair dinkum, Richie Ditch, dinky die. If I trek the mighty outback from Sydney to Longreach, if I rode the winner of the cup, caught a wave at Bondi Beach, if I played cricket for Australia, scored a ton in every game. If I won the Brownlow medal, made the Aussie Hall of Fame, am I true blue? Real fair dinkum, Richie Ditch, dinky die, am I true blue? Real fair dinkum, Richie Ditch, dinky die. If I rode just like a stockman down the snowy riverland, if I fought the war wherever Anzac legends made a stand, if I'm on the land or down the mines or driving interstate, if I'm a pensioner, a millionaire, or just looking for a mate, am I true blue? Real fair income, Richie Ditch, dinky die, am I true blue? Real fair income, Richie Ditch, dinky die. If I came here as a migrant or a desperate refugee, if my ancestors were convicts sent in chains across the sea, if my people were the nations living here thousands of years, would you reckon that I'm dinkum? Would you say I'm one of you? Am I true blue? Real fair dinkum, Richie Ditch, dinky die, am I true blue? Real fair dinkum, Richie Ditch, dinky die, am I true blue?
I think that about sums it all up, doesn't it? Thank you so much for that, John. Really good Australia Day song. Beauty. Okay, well, it's great to have our husband and wife teams, and Jim and Phyllis are going to sing a song for us tonight called Back in Your Own Backyard. Thanks, Jim.
Just before we do, David, I just got a little bit of an aside, if I could.
Yep.
Just a little song that hasn't seen the daylight yet. Just a little bit. And it's called Wollongong, of course. Wollongong, old smoky town I call my own. Wollongong is where I like to be. That's the place I dream of when I dream of home. I wonder how they are in Balgownie, and how are things in Fig Tree. Wollongong looks lovely on a rainy day. Even though Mount Kira fades away, you can keep the bush. Sydney's not for me, as long as they keep paying out at BHP. Wollongong, my dear old smoky town.
That was great, Jim. Thanks.
We leave home expecting to find a bluebird, hoping every cloud is silver lined, but we all return. As we live, we learn that we left our happiness behind. The birds are feathers are blue is waiting for you. Back in your own backyard, you see your castle stand through your window pane. Back in your own backyard. Oh, you can go to the east, go to the west, but someday you'll come, weary at heart, back where you started from. You'll find your happiness lies right under your eyes. Back in your own backyard. the west, and someday you'll come, weary at heart, back where you started from. You'll find your happiness lies right under your eyes, back in your own backyard. You'll find your happiness lies right under your eyes, back in your own backyard. Thanks very much. Thanks for listening.
Good stuff, Jim. And Phyllis, really nice. Thank you so much. Okay, well, I've changed my background. Whoop. I want to do a song tonight. It's taken from Woody Guthrie's Grand Coulee Dam, but I've changed it to the Grand Waragamba Dam. Okay, so here we go. Now the world holds 7 wonders, as the travellers always tell. Some gardens and some towers, I guess you know them well. But now the greatest wonder is in Australia's fair land. It's Lake Burgerang and the Grand Waragamba Dam. She heads up from the pier where the rippling waters glide, comes roaring down the canyon for to meet that lake so wide. In the great Burgerang Valley where the sun sinks in the west, in the big Wallandilly country, in the land I love the best. For the growing population of Sydney, the need for water became great. So they built this concrete gravity dam for the waters to save. And as they were building it, it gave them dreams to dream of the day the Waragamba would cross that wild and restless stream. Now the MWSDB took up the challenge in the year 1943, and construction began in 1948 and through to 1960. They said, roll on Waragamba, you can roll down to the sea, but river, while you're rambling, you can do some work for me. For the growing population of Sydney, the need for water became great. So they built this concrete gravity dam for the waters to save. And as they were building it, it gave them dreams to dream of the day the Waragamba would cross that wild and restless stream. Come marvel at this engineering masterpiece. It's 142 meters high and 3 to 5 meters at least. Nestled behind native bushland, its wonders never cease. It holds 4 times Sydney Harbour, which is downstream in the east. Now the world holds 7 wonders, as the travellers always tell. Some gardens and some towers, I guess you know them well. But now the greatest wonder is in Australia's fair land. It's Lake Burgerang and the Grand Waragamba Dam. It's Lake Burgerang and the Grand Waragamba Dam. Okay, now, though I'm not personally affected by this problem, I believe that many in Australia are. This national tragedy, which Arthur's going to sing to us about, it's the pub with no beer. Thanks, Arthur.
Thanks, David. Hi, everybody. Way back in 1956, Gordon Parsons wrote a wonderful song, The Pub with No Beer, made famous by Gordon David Fitzpatrick. And many years later, a sequel was written. I don't know who wrote it. And I'd like to do both tonight to celebrate this very special Australia Day, our 26th Zoom meeting on the 26th of January. Right, it's page 103 and it's in C, A Pub with No Beer. It it's so lonesome away from your kindred and all, by the campfire at night where the wild dingoes call. But there's nothing so lonesome, so morbid or queer, than to stand in a bar of a pub with no beer. Now the publican's anxious for the quota to come, and there's a faraway look on the face of the bum. The maid's gone all cranky and cook's acting queer. What a terrible place is a pub with no beer. Old Billy the blacksmith, first time in his life, has gone home cold sober to his darling wife. He walks in the kitchen, she says, "You're early, my dear," but he breaks down and tells her the pub's got no beer. Sequel. It won't happen again at the pub way out back. Till the air freight the beer and are done with the track. They've gone all real modern, as you will soon hear. Now it's all ancient history, the pub with no beer. The drover we knew rests his horse now for keeps, and he rides round the town in the latest of jeeps. There's the old swaggy now, he's a different man too. With a joke he'll say, "Don't step on my blue suede shoes." Now the pub has no veranda, it's a smart new smart drive-in, where they serve you with cocktails, liquors and gin. There's no dog in the lane and no hitching post. The boss is no barman, he's known as mine host. Oh, Billy the blacksmith shot home like a gun and rebuilt the old place with money he'd won. Now he'll service your car with the greatest of care, since there's no place for horses on the plains way out there. When it's all said and done, there was no need to curse. Although things were bad, they might have been worse. The locals so proud all make this their boast. More money rolls in than along the Gold Coast. So it's lonesome no more at the new Hotel Grand, where there's laughter and song, plus a rock and roll band. But the old-timers smile through the laughter and cheer, 'cause they remember the days when the pub had no beer. Thanks, everyone.
Very good, Arthur. Thank you so much. I haven't heard that sequel before. That was good. Okay, folks, well, they've recently released him from detention following his last effort. But Uncle's back and he's going to sing for us. Is he an Aussie Lizzie, is he? Thanks, Uncle.
Thank you, Dave. Well done, Arthur. I hadn't heard that as well. It's really good. Here we go. Learn how Lizzie met an Aussie, told her girlfriend Marianne. Marianne, I've met a man who says that he's Australian. Falling for him, have you, Lizzie? Lizzie, blushing, shook her head. Said, Marianne, don't think you can fool me. And then she sang, is he an Aussie, Lizzie? Is he an Aussie, Lizzie? Is it because he is an Aussie that he keeps you busy, Lizzie? Has he jazzy ways and does he fuzzy wuzzy, got you dizzy, Azzy Lizzy is an Aussie Lizzy. Oh. Seems as bigger, likes my figure, Lizzie then told Marianne, likes my ways and claims to think I'm what these Aussies call fair dinkum. Throws a bond, I felt a bond, then he tried to kiss me twice. When I said no, he said, good old, said Marianne. How nice is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is it does he is an Aussie that he keeps you busy, Lizzie? Has he jazzy ways and does he make you go oh, fuzzy wuzzy? Got you dizzy, has he Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Soon this wonder from down under got himself right down to this. Lost no time in coaxing Liz to promise that she would be his. Being a well-born, lived in Melbourne, so they sailed at once to there. Poor Marianne without a man repeats this maiden prayer. Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is it cause he is an Aussie that he keeps you busy, Lizzie? Has he jazzy ways and does he make you go oh fuzzy wuzzy? Got you dizzy, has he Lizzie? Is he an Aussie? Is he Is he?
A good one.
Everybody
Proximate jets.
managed to join
That's him.
God, I ran out of breath halfway through it.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, we're going to have another song from John Copp now before Barbara comes back to us. So I'll hand over to John. Thanks, John.
Yeah, I'll do a Barbara Stacy song. It's called I Believe in Sunshine. I think she calls it the disaster song, isn't it?
Suicide.
No. A what? Suicide.
Anti-suicide.
Anti-suicide song. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe in sunshine and I hope for rain, 'cause I know the good times go then come again. I believe that laughter drives away the pain, 'cause I know the good times go then come again. And when life gets tricky, you don't know what to do. You need a friend to see you through. I believe in moonlight. Try and find your star. When the night is darkest, daylight can't be far. I believe that loving simply can't be wrong. Try a little friendship, help someone along. And when life gets tricky, you don't know what to do. You need a friend to see you through. I take a pile of sunshine and enjoy the rain, 'cause you know the good times go then come again. 'Cause you know the good times go then come again. Short and sweet.
So did Barbara write that song?
Yeah, Barbara wrote that.
Oh, very good. Because Barbara's going to sing another one of her own songs, I believe, now for us, I Love Australia. Thanks, Barbara.
Thank you. It used to be called the Kookaburra's Laughter. So if you want to put some laughing on the end, that would be really good. Need some kookaburra noises, so hoo, hoo, ha, ha's, all that on the end. I love Australia, its endless skies, its fragile deserts, its hot meat pies. I love the sunsets southern stars, it's ferny forests, it's Holden cars. I love the coral out in the bay, the cockatoo screeching, sorry, positively drives me away. There's Alice Springs, Uluru and the Olgas, Kakadu, Tingle Tree, Wave Rock and the 12 Apostles. There's Marble Bar, where the sun shines the hottest, Lightning Ridge, Broken Hill, Gold Coast and Quokkas on Rottnest. I'll leave Australia some sunny day and fly to places far, far away. But when I'm walking this old bush track, the kookaburra's laughter I know will bring me. The kookaburra's laughter I know will bring me. Put in some kookaburras quick. The kookaburra's laughter I know will bring me back. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, folks, we're almost to the end of our concert. I was going to do another song. This one is in Gillian's vintage book. It's called The Wobbly Boom Hotel. If the pressure of life has got you down, need a little rest from your hometown. Well, I know a place that'll really suit. It's a little old pub called the Wobbly Boom. Got a cool big garden with a grapevine roof. The atmosphere is tension proof. You never will find another substitute for the peace of mind like the Wobbly Boom. In the town of Waragamba by the McIntyre River, where the ducks are plenty and the fishing's beaut. Come and wallow in the leisure of the ease and the pleasure, 'cause time means happy at the Wobbly Boom. If it's rodeo time when you arrive, the little old town really comes alive. When day is done and they close the chute, they buck 'em all again in the Wobbly Boom. When the sleeper cutters come in from the scrub for inspection day, they go to the pub. When the timber's passed and they draw their loot, they cut the biggest tallies in the Wobbly Boom. In the town of Waragamba by the McIntyre River, where the ducks are plenty and the fishing's beaut. Come and wallow in the leisure of the ease and the pleasure, 'cause time means happy at the Wobbly Boom. For a fine display of trophies galore, the boxing and darts on the barroom walls. The locals are proud 'cause there's no dispute, the proof is there at the Wobbly Boom. So pack your bags and your fishing gear, come on out and we'll greet you here. We'll raise our glasses in a grand salute to Big Glen Ride and the Wobbly Boom. In the town of Waragamba by the McIntyre River, where the ducks are plenty and the fishing's beaut. Come and wallow in the leisure of the ease and pleasure, 'cause time means happy at the Wobbly Boom. 'Cause time means pleasure at the Wobbly Boom. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to thank you everyone for being at our concert tonight, taking part. I hope you've enjoyed everyone's different acts. And Arthur's going to take us out with Cold Joy's song, and it's one of your handouts as well. Bye bye, baby. Goodbye. Thank you, Arthur.
Thanks, David. Bye bye, baby, goodbye. Written by Frank McNulty in Chicago in 1959. It's been recorded and performed by many artists in many countries, but I reckon the best version is by our own lovely Aussie, Cold Joy. Spank and Friends always finish our gigs with this final song. We differ as to the penultimate song, but we all agree on the final song. Right. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bye, 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 baby, goodbye. I gotta get going, bye, 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 baby, goodbye. Had a lot of fun at the dance tonight. Come a little closer and I'll hold you tight. Bye, 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 baby, goodbye. I get so lonely when we're apart, and I love you only, so don't you break my heart. And bye, 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 baby, goodbye. I gotta get going, bye, 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 baby, goodbye. See you in the morning at the break of day. Just a little kiss and I'll be on my way. Bye, 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 baby, goodbye. I get so lonely when we're apart, and I love you only, so don't you break my heart. And bye, 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 baby, goodbye. I gotta get going, bye, 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 baby, goodbye. We strummed our ukes and sung our song, but now it's time to say so long. Bye, 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 baby, goodbye. Bye, 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 baby, goodbye. Bye, 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 baby, goodbye. Bye, bye, babies.
Well done, Arthur. Well
Well
done.
done, Arthur.
Oh, good song.
Folks, you probably have time to go and see the fireworks now.
Oh, good old. Thanks, David and everybody. Terrific, a terrific Australia Day.